July the what?
This December.
December.
Yeah.
What?
The 20th. 25th. 25th.
Yeah, okay. I was out there too. I had no trouble getting down myself.
Down that day.
I don't think it's on that record. We'll have to record it again, I guess. Can't think of anything else funny?
Don't tell me what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, tell one on yourself.
I don't know that.
Goodness gracious. Play. Hopscotch. Very good at it. No. You ever go fishing?
I went one time to stay over that it was real big. Up this place, probably didn't back that long. I told Becky.
A whole bunch of little ones, huh?
I didn't catch with that one. So sit back here. Give to the cat.
Gave it to the cat. Didn't clean it? Well, maybe you can think of some more after a while. How's that? You get me out. You come on, get me out, so would you? Well,
Am I on there?
yeah, you're on the air.
I'm on there. Okay. This is sort of like talking to one of them telephone recording things. It makes me feel sort of funny talking into one of them things. Did it bother you talking into one of them telephone recordings? Donald's got one. Yeah, Donald's got one of them telephone recorders. And
I ain't the dollar number and pick that stuff.
yeah. Ever since that we had that court, I've been thinking now, what did I say? And well, there's a lot of memories. Maybe some that I'd rather not remember, but there's a lot of good memories now.
That's what we want.
Yeah, good.
No.
Oh no, but I really don't have anything in particular. I mean, any one subject that just like to go on and on about. But after I've grown older, after I've grown into an apparent myself, it kind of goes back to my childhood days. How in the world did Mom and Dad ever provide for all of us?
Beats me.
11 of us kids, and Dad not working. And there's always plenty on the table.
Never went to bed hungry.
No, and we had not the best clothes, but we stayed warm. We stayed warm. And I thought, now, what if I was faced with the same situation that they was? How would I manage? I mean, me working from daylight to dark, most times, always working from daylight to dark. It's just, well, it takes me back. You know, after thinking about it, it takes me back to the time when I was growing up.
Talking about, all of us, what about all those people we had on the weekends?
Sure. I mean, every weekend. Now, I say every weekend, maybe not every weekend, but I can remember, Jake, when I was growing up, Mom, well, I've been in the bed, and you have to, and She'd come in car, Joe Thomas, for instance, a whole carload, and she'd have to get up somewhere or other and rearrange us all around in different beds. Maybe be 4 of us in one bed. Somebody's feet sticking around your face, and like that, and some in the hayloft over in the farm, especially when the fiddler's convention would come up on the white top, and how she ever managed to cook for all of them. I don't know. That old hot cook stove in there.
Beats me. Too bad
she had pots that big around. Yeah, I go out in the garden and you pick a bushel, take nothing, pick a bushel of beans and sit down and string them things to feed us kids and plus all the others that was there. They call that the good old days. Really, I'm not so sure about that.
What's for us?
I don't put a question mark to the side of that. But of course, like I say, I've always respected my mom and dad and my brothers and sisters. They've there's someone to be proud of.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like I say, I didn't have I wish I could have sat down and just thought over something to record, or maybe you listen to it sometime later, and maybe after I'm dead and gone.
Well, I think it's better this way,
Because
too polished up, CES would have to try to get it or something. You might promise to be on that trail. Now, you don't remember about riding that cow in the meadow?
Oh, yeah, old Brownie. I remember old Brownie, sure.
Lick his head, didn't it, when she...
Well, she licked my head and it got her almost raw.
This is JT and Lake.
The way you do it.
Is that way you...
Yeah. You trip when you put salt on top of your head, the first thing you know, you'd have a clean head. You didn't. All rough tongue, man, that bring the hide.
How about one time, I remember Roy was involved in it. I think Grandpa Thomas was up here that weekend. Daddy told us about that big hornet's nest up in the holler.
Oh, yeah.
Were you in with us?
Oh, yeah. Dad told him to go up there now. That thing's full of honey. You go up there and wait. Now, there's one secret to this thing. He said, now, you go up there with the stick and just whack that thing. If you listen, you run out, you grab the nest, and the thing's full of honey. And he didn't have any more sense but to whack that old hornet's nest. And here they come out on him, just digging him all over. He got running. One got to, he spread his leg plumb up to his hand. Oh, I would say his hind end. But plumb up to here. And then every time that he would step, that little thing would sting him in his collar. I remember when he got down here, she cried, Mom, got snuff. I really put on that steam. Trying to hit it.
I think I got popped down here, too. I didn't know anybody else said it.
Another time, the boys was up here, too. John Lackey was along.
John Jones's turkeys.
Yeah, that's what I started to tell him.
I think that's Bell in the background.
Total wild turkey. And old John, I don't know, he was with the rock. The old turkey flew up on the limb, and the first drop, he knocked the old turkey off. He killed that thing. Yeah, he grabbed him up with a leg and yanked that leg over there. And then we didn't know what to do with it.
Pulled the whole thing out?
Yeah, and then buried it in there.
I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah. Another time, J.T. Greer himself, I don't know, somebody told us, what is that there, Chuck, you might remember that old rock.
Yeah.
Got a bird.
Yeah, I remember.
And they told us this buried treasures up there. We got there digging, we just come up with a lot of stuff. We broke up that hole, and I done finished my life. Another time, too, I remember, I'll tell you about this. Uncle Joe had a bunch of ducks. And they was the worst ducks that come out here you ever seen, and eat the chickens corn. Over in the Greenwich Hill corn to death. And me and J.T. Greer, we take strings, tie it around that corn, and when old duck and grab it, we get all that string and yank it back out. We got a whooping over that, too.
Did Dad catch you?
Yeah, he called us that. Yeah, man,
Just a second.
What have we got a whooping from Dad? He's got a whooping.
We don't.
What I dreaded was, I guess what hurt me the worst, that I had to go cut my own switch. Yeah. You come back with one, you make sure it had a weak place in it. If you had to take cut a weak place. And first thing, you see that thing break. Boy, that make it that much worse. How do I get another? Well,
Just one more thing. Like, what about that time that you had that empty space up there where somebody pulled a tooth?
oh, put a grain of corn in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come around showing it to Dad. Look here, my tooth's loose. You got, well, you know what them old tooth pullers were. You used them. I mean, it's kind of used on you, I'm sure. What happened to them things anyway?
I don't know.
I don't know his name, but did he? I showed him that tooth and kind of wiggled that corn grain up a bit. He got a hold of that thing, you know. It just come right out. My God!
Did he crush it when he down on it?
Throw it away. So I thought I'd go get it again.
Get enough
I
trash.
had a loose. So when Pop said that too, he had to walk out. Mag had one. And Mag is big of her neck, you know. It took being Pop, Mag, and all. We built it. You ready?
Yeah, now what's your name?
My name's Belle.
Belle. Well, I think
Yeah.
I recognize you.
Think you know me?
Yeah. Well, we won't.
Well, I don't know. I guess it was the good old days when all of us children were home and Mom and Pop lined us up back at the table on the bench. We ate what was on the table. We wouldn't turn our nose up and say we didn't like this, like that. We ate it.
That's what we had. That's what
That we
you
had.
ate. That's what you ate.
That's true. That's what we ate. And it was. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was fun. We all worked together in the field. But some nights I'd lay awake and figure out to get happened. Well, now, how am I going to get out of this bugging taters tomorrow? I hated to bug them taters.
Well, tell me. Wait a minute. Bug taters. What do you mean, bug taters?
Pull them old slick back bugs off.
Well, I think my hair all
No, pick them off and put them in a wash pan and pop a porch lamp on and kill them. Don't you remember that? But anyway, there was good old days. We worked together. One time I got aggravated late. Pop sent him, we was hoeing taters out here at the back of the mall. Sent late to the house. He's gone and gone. Pop was getting madder and madder. So, finally come back. He said, Pop, said, I was combing my hair. Said, there's some funniest little bugs on my head. Pop got him down just as lousy as he could be. We all got to laugh. And then the funniest, yeah, I guess about the funniest thing that happened, Pop had the old building up here, across the range, had a little stove in it. Clay keep killing stuff apart. Mom had no setting heat. Shucks, we got them eggs that had little diddles in them, and we poured them out, we cracked them, and poured them out on top of that stove. We was going to try to eat them.
Oh, goodness.
Boy, Mom tanned our hides for that. Broke up her hen's nest. Well, Sally told it on us.
She spilled the beans.
She spilled the beans on us. But just little things like that, you don't forget them. It was good. I
What
mean,
was the most enjoyable time that you can remember? Any particular time?
no, not really. There was all good days. We shared Pop and Mom. Like I say, they was all good days. So, I guess that's all.
That's all you want to say?
Yeah.
I thought you'd have a whole lot to say.
No, I didn't have too much to say, Jerry. Enjoyed being here. Wish all my brothers and sisters, I love them.
Jones, I hear that you've got a pretty good tale there to tell about James. Now, what we're trying to do is see who can tell the biggest one, the funniest one. So, we'll get in touch with Matt Wallace when I get back and see what he thinks of this tape. So, I'm going to let you cut loose. Tell us about that.
You could tell about that. Oh, that's too dirty to talk about.
Well, whatever point you want to tell us, dear, go ahead.
I think this is old Jones.
Well, being me, he wanted me to tell Lee about it. Yeah, you know. And so I tell him, Lee, it's something you wouldn't believe. But it's a tree. We got up the mountain, sawing wood. I need to take a dump. Okay. Stood there on the ridge behind the great big oak tree. I took the country dump. Yeah, I've heard of that. I looked down at it and I just happened to think. I took my like wearing a cowboy hat and I took that and I put down. I hollered for James to run there and hold a bit. And he's always a hunter and a trapper. He'd come running, you know. I says I've got here under my hat. He run his hat under his hand and under my hat. Said, I grabbed it, James. He grabbed it. He says it's just war. I raised my hand up and he's running for his face. And I had to run like a turkey. But that was so funny. But it was a dirty tree. It was play on it by that purple water. But had his brothers for you growing up.
Yeah, I don't think that's a better one than anybody.
I know it. And to really get serious, I think you have to stop this trip from your old home place. Yeah, I appreciate it. We just think of the memories, happy hours that we spent here. I don't know. I just always loved John and Patty. Just a special moment. Daddy to me. Nobody could ever treat me as better. And I know whenever I come in from the hospital, I've never met anyone in Orange. And I met Bill, I guess, for about the third time that we'd ever met.
Come here, Jed.
I don't know, we just become sweethearts right on. And I know that when I had to go back. Now John shook hands with me and cried. You know, there's no country boy.
Yeah, I tell you. I know what you mean.
And the Lord would have it. We wound up getting married. And like I say, never been two people I could have loved or thought any more of. I've just got one joy in my heart. And that's the joy that the Lord has given unto us. That we meet again. One day, as the loved ones is called on one more, makes heaven seem a little nearer. Easier to sorrow and go back. Absolutely. I know my life is getting rich over there. I'm looking forward to that reunion where there will be no separation. Appreciate you. I love you too. Appreciate you. We enjoy the great little mate there with seat for me.
Well, here's Dan. I don't believe she can top what Jones had to say, though.
That's just what you think.
I think I heard Dan.
Well, I'll tell you about as far back as I can remember was the day Ben was born. What? Talk about me. Pop, he took us up St. Mills. We didn't know what on earth was going on. Tickled us to death. We got to go up there. Well, I got sleepy that evening and laid down on the bed and went to sleep. And I peed on the bed. I ain't made it right. I got mad and we left. We come down to Joe's. We was going to spend the night out there, you know. We didn't know what to think.
Yeah.
We was going to spend the night out there with Joe. Pop come out there later on in the evening. He said, come on, young'uns. He said, I've got something at the house I want you to see. And we didn't have no idea what it was. We come in and Fanny Purrs was sitting in there in the living room holding Ben. And you know, I got out, it was for a week or two, and I hunted the hills over trying to find out where Papa dug him up.
Hey, Lord, is that what it
That's
is?
the truth now. I hunted and I hunted.
That invented the storm at that time.
No, that's before the storm. And then do you remember when we used to ride the sleds off the hills up here? One day, each one had one, I reckon, but mine was tore up. I had to ride through and bend. Just a little old bitty sled, and he popped me right on the back, and there wasn't room enough for me to sit down and just had to squat. And we come through briar patches, and I'll tell you, my honey, it was a full of briars. I could hardly sit down for a week or two. And another time, we was little, and old toilet right down across the front of the house, but it was across the road. There's a big parking place, in there. This old salesman come one day and walked right up against the door, and Mom was in. And he'd say, he'd come on to where her mother was, and he was ashamed to tell him. And he kept us staying, and we'd say, well, she ought to be back in a little while. And Mom had to stay in that toilet all evening.
So he finally left.
Yeah, he finally left. Mom come out. She was about to give us. And do you remember? I don't know whether Ben he slept with us at that time. There wouldn't be room in that little old crib. It was in the wintertime. Mom would stand there at the stove, with her blanket to wrap us up in. She'd say, young'uns, go get in the bed, and we'd do it here. She'd come with that warm blanket. And if I'd wake up and I'd wet in the bed, and you hadn't, I'd feel under you, see if you had, and you'd be dry, and I'd roll you over in that wet place, and I'd come over in the dry.
I didn't know about that.
Well, I did. Jay'd get up the next, well, I wonder, how come me over here?
All these years I thought I had a problem.
But, Nevertheless, man, I think up another.
That's all that.
Oh, it's all. Well, it's been at least an family, I guess. I'm 35, back of me. And I tell you, the most memorable part I can remember back home, I
I
guess.
think I hear Ben.
Me and JT and a bunch of boys used to drag a sledge on the way up here on top of that hill and tell the kids about it this evening. And Lord have mercy how we'd come down that hill, taking old beach sticks, and grease running with them, and honey and grease, round cream, got up there, preacher round. Come on in, Jay. Yeah. He got his own farm, died in that sled. And he run out and that out, tree up there and tore it over and tore the rest. And then he rolled off about what my sledge was. Never forget me, you know how we used to bank that snow up there like that on the racetrack. Remember that time I took my sled, got way up there in that chicken bin bush. You told me, said, Ben, you never make it. And we had a maid come toward the gap up there. Road, get out there, and make that snow and make it like a racetrack. Happy man back there, just like that, wasn't it, Jay? Yeah. I got a phone, I'm coming, boys, I just get here, wow, I'm telling you what, just bounce. I'm coming, I never took it, I just did a wood shit, but I thought it was silent, plumb through it, busted the molds and ended up on the inside of it, just on the side of it, on the inside. I tell you what, buddy. Now, we raised up the stars and the stripes. Dad made the stripes, we see the stars. Now, I tell you what, the stars, man, busting them holes. And I guess there about that time, remember that time they used this apple? I turned that apple. You tell about that little John say. I got a little Tuckerdale now. Oh, Lord mercy, yeah, I come up there. See, I'm going to put iron, I see food for a bus. And so, I was thinking about that, Joe. This happened to me on the other side. I see that on this side. Forgive me, dude. Yeah. And you started on it. Man, I used to, I think, hit me. It's like a mule kitty. I can't do that now. It's nervous. And I got up in there and I felt the nerves, you know, so before we went. But I said, well, maybe you go. You got to get up and I said, you want to go out and knock my head. That's my Lord have mercy. And I got to get there by the Tuckerdale. I got there. It's time. I had to go. In fact, I took it and done that when I pulled my big job. Load them up on the hill as far as I could send them. Got up there somewhere or other there. And it's like a boom bust or something else. Bow movement, you know, it's all over that tree. And I ain't figured out yet why I got a well in that tree. On all sides of it. Now that kid you coming over there. Said, man, I'm about to knock a spine out here. You know what I mean? I said, please don't, Jay, please don't. Please don't, Jay. I said, you know what, if we were kidding. Oh, I tell you what, you hit it like a mule kitty. Jay, you know, Jeff, there's no polecats. I'll tell you what's the best. A polecats without tweets like that, didn't you? I'm telling you what's true. I never got to
Jay, you remember walking to school in Tuckerdale? Every morning you crouch all the way down there. You break them all up, beat your cat.
I never just sat up in there. And I just missed the paper. The first passion, my neck, my waist up here, and I don't look ready for the arm of any other.
Yeah, but wait, that's, you live a little bit up out here. You're sitting the bus fast moving.
Yeah, I did. Because I went to school. I guess I got me on clean up. But Mom had to come out. Well, that takes you up a while. That's the old thing.
Wait, just a minute before you go down the tree.
You got on in the swim over there.
Well, I got that.
Yeah, you got down to throw apples. Yes, well, I'm not getting that.
But Larry Carter's up there. Why you up the tree?
Yeah, but you're wrong, though. I mean, I was still in there. You asked me, you were coming on getting on the box. I know, and I didn't get that. But you got down on the swim somewhere. And I was. There was no question about it. Jay, I'll be the next day. That's where moon. That's where moon. You know what that means? Yeah. Well, you bring it down. And I figured I admitted it. I was out after money of it. The two of them really been rolled in that moon. That was never ended. I'll tell you what. The mom and 10 parents come down there and check the ladder up for me. Yeah, they had said the ladder up for me. I wouldn't even I was saying so I'm not speaking with it. So anyway, they got the mom up and I just put around me. I put it I've never told anybody this down. I ain't gonna tell nobody. They are not. But the kids know they are. Oh. I don't want to go. And I ain't told it. I ain't gonna tell it. Nobody's telling it. I ain't gonna tell it to you. But I don't feel like getting my old hand busted up there. Anybody call me that name, I'll find out. I don't care. But I'll never look on it. She said that guy was driving a car. I did her he's a mailman. Took him up there. So Thomas, Callie, Sandy, what do we do? People, they don't take his name. Jay, my man, tell them about that. Getting up there and right on that front tail. It's snow one time and everything. Now I'm about to left you, Jay, and I tell you what now, I'm going to shake your hand, sir, and I'm going to say, God bless you, and I sure baby, it'd be great. I'm going to hold it, don't know. Amen.
I'll tell you, Maggie, there's some
Pretty bad?
well, not really bad, but some pretty tall tales.
Oh.
I'll tell tell
You
you
want
what,
me to do something dirty?
I think what we're gonna do is,
I can hear Maggie right
offer some
now.
sort of prize for you to tell the biggest one. But you see, everybody hasn't heard of it yet. So what I plan to do is send this off to Mike Wallace from CBS and let him be the judge. How's that?
That'd be all right. Are we already on there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember anything unusual?
Well, I can remember all the good times we had down the yard. We had our own games. We had to, you know, we'd go to the woods and get those pieces of lambs and make a deal. We'd walk on the field. Do you remember that?
Yeah, walk across the creek.
And we'd get, you know, the pieces of wood and then put one across it. And then we would run and jump over that. And I don't know what else.
Were you here when we had those goats?
I don't remember.
Did you butt heads with those goats?
No, I don't hear that.
Well, what about some of the funny things?
Well, they was all funny to me and good. I don't know. Really know. But I do remember the good times. We had good times. I remember when we'd hoe corn. I'd have to hoe on one end of the field and Lake on the other because we'd fight with the hose. Does Uncle Lake remember that or not? We couldn't hoe corn together. And one time we'd go into the cornfield, going out, you know, up a chub around the side of the hill. And when the 1st of May come, we pulled off our shoes and went barefooted, no matter how cold it was. Well, Lake had pulled off his shoes. Well, Lake, you know, wasn't wearing shoes, but he had the boggin on. He sat down on the ground and put his feet in the boggin to warm his feet. He got so cold.
Well, did you ever have, about feet getting cold, did you ever have to go after the cows in the morning whenever say it was kind of cold, barefooted?
Probably, yeah. And Lake, when he would go after the cows, this one we call Brownie,
Yeah.
he would all be riding that cow home. He'd get on his back and ride it home.
Was that a saddle?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I just remember the good times. We'd play games.
Well, you know, we didn't. It's hard for kids to understand nowadays. We didn't have any TV.
No.
We didn't have
I can
running-
remember
we
the
didn't have
first
running-
radio we had, and everybody in the country would come in and listen to that radio. And every time a commercial would come on, Pop would turn it off. To,
Save the juice from the
yeah.
battery.
And then when they turn it back on, half the show would be back off.
And he and George Bowers, water bill, keep the battery charged.
Yeah, he'd take it loose, take it out there and charge it up, bring it back.
That's before he got the windmill to charge the battery.
Yeah.
Remember that old
And see, in the winter now, see, we would just get like one pair of shoes each winter. And we'd wear those all winter. See, it'd be about like a little house on the prairie. And we'd wear those. When the first day of May come, boy, we'd have to get rid of them shoes. It was ridiculous. I've carried many of an old chicken from the store. I'd wrap a paper around it, you know, put some nasty on it.
Don't you remember having taken those little country ham biscuits to school?
Yeah, and jelly on them.
The other folks were bringing that light bread.
Well, I don't remember many bringing white bread. Everybody's about the same. Oh, let's see. Oh, I've carried many eggs to the store, and butter and stuff, and, you know.
Hey, you know, I haven't had eggs and all. I know that most people don't believe. But didn't we used to put eggs in the mailbox to mail a letter?
I don't remember that, but we used to hide eggs at Easter. Mom couldn't find the eggs for cooking or nothing. Every time we'd hear an old hen cackle, here we'd run to the granary to get the eggs. We'd take them out and bury them. And then the morning before Easter, we'd bring them all in and she would, you know, bring them. Kathy, no, let's leave it down.
Oh, there's something we forgot. Remember Remember those packages?
Oh, yeah, I was telling Pat about that the other day, yeah.
We walked down to Tuckerdale.
The mailman would bring most of them on the horse.
Yeah. Brown wrapper.
Uh-huh.
And twine string.
Yeah, we had good critics, didn't we?
What do they call those? Cheerful better women? Or free
Yeah,
better? What was
something
it?
like that. My mom had the names, and she would write them in I think she would write, maybe mail them things. And we would get those packages, and they'd come back here in this room, and they wouldn't let us see nothing. And it was like,
About Christmas.
yeah, and then we'd hang our stockings up. We'd get our stockings full on the morning. We had good times.
But you know, one of the first things the kids complained about, see the cable was out over to Grandma. What are they going to do? Can't watch TV from there, so. Said he can't even watch cartoons this morning. Well, let's see. First TV.
Well, it was after I was married.
But we didn't have any TV. We still that war. Land. Bicycle. We never had a bicycle.
No, I can remember riding yours.
I know you didn't have a computer.
No. And we walked to school, snowed their
You
knees.
didn't have a stereo.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have a VCR.
No. We had that old crank, phonograph.
You didn't have anything to have any fun with, except ride those sleds and get down here and play.
Oh, they made the wagons and sleds, and we'd ride down the hills on them, and get up here at the top of the hill and come all the way down and go on down here to the creek. We had good times. We made our own games, but we had good times. Oh, we would go to the woods and we'd get grapevines and we'd have the road. They, one would be on one end and one on the other. We'd learn we could two get in at a time, and jump those, what we call roads. Like grapevines. Walking on the stilts, like that. Yeah, we play all kinds of games. Play road. Always come to play road. I guess that's all I know. That's a good time.
Let's see, nobody, well, this is JT. Nobody mentioned that old pet crow we used to have. You remember that name? Henry.
Henry. I remember Pop and them being out on the porch. No, it's Mom. And Big Brooks was up here. She helped her up the razor. Safety razor. And said, now here, Henry, something you can't carry off. About that time that old crow come and got that razor. And they never did see it anymore. They get that at half place somewhere. I think where was it at? Barn?
I don't remember. He had several places. I had food and other things.
Yeah, big held up that razor, Here, Henry. And I said, you won't carry off. And that old crow went down and got that. Oh.
Yeah, I remember any strangers come in the yard, back then. All the kids were barefoot. A strange kid would get in that yard, he'd make a dive at their feet and start pecking at their toes. You remember that? He'd really give them a fit. Back then, Ben had bicycle. Old Henry would go with to George Powers, go to the store. And he would sit up on the shoulder. He wasn't going very fast though. He'd spit out his wings. He'd take off. So this is one of the best pets we actually ever had. I know all along people tell about crows being able to talk. Of course, ours never did get to very tall. But But he'd sure try, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He'd laugh, carry on. You talk to him, he'd be still as a mouse with him until you got through, and then he would cut loose. Office jabbering I ever heard. I guess one of the funniest things I remember, after Graham used to come by and he'd get us by the bed. I don't know who it was sneaked him that hot pepper.
Ben.
Was he the one?
Ernie, so bad he had to go stick his head down in the spring.
Yeah, he stood his head right down the spray box out there.
Yeah, he was telling us about that at the reunion last year.
I'm trying to remember some more about some of the things Thomas Ralph. Remember when he had that, what was it, sort of patrol up there at Granddad's? We had these wooden guns that we carry up the holler there, we had Fort Lookout and Fort Stump, Fort Rock, and that old hall was. And we'd get up there and play soldier, I guess you'd call it. JF, he made a pretty good rank. I forgot what he got into. But he got a little, he got out of shape there one day and he rammed his gun right down the big cow pile. And Ralph demoted him right on the spot. I think that's what started the downfall of that organization. I know one time my Grandpa Ham was over here and some old drunks came along and ran off the road down here. Remember that, Dad? Then they came up to the house, and they getting acquainted with everybody. And they want to know who this old man sitting up there was. That's Grandpa. And he had a way of introducing himself. Well, he said, I'm the last part of the hog that goes through the fence. The old drunk sitting over there. I know what that is. He says, the rump. Nobody said too much about Ben now. How old was he when he quit nursing? Pretty good sized boy, wasn't he? Yeah. How old was he? Long as it mattered. I was about 12 or 13. I don't know. That's about time.
Ben?
Yeah.
Well, he was old enough that he cussed Mom whenever she quit. He said, Mom, Jimmy, you're starving me to death.
Did he say that, Sally?
It did.
Well, I guess one of the things that I remember about getting those socks.
Yeah.
Got no spinning wheel. It
Started with the wool, and she had things to call bats or something in the spinning wheel. She made the thread and she knitted her socks. That for everybody.
Yeah, but then they messed it all up. Some of them started working there. Then they was taking those and
Bringing that
these tubes. That was the worst excuse for a sock I ever saw in my life. Didn't have a heel in it or nothing. Once you get to the toe, it's folded over. Well, my goodness, I can't kill anybody that's got that
And
shoes
for
on.
our garters, we'd have to cut pieces off the inner tubes and tie them together. That was
Do you remember Mom making those socks? Sally, did she ever make you any?
Each one of us had to.
Huh? Well, yeah, she knew how to put the heels in, didn't she? Did you ever make any?
I never.
Crochet some, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You don't do much of that anymore. Well, you don't have to see how to do that stuff. Most of the women have started doing it. They're watching TV or doing something else while they're doing it. Don't they?
Yeah.
Tell you what I remember about it, best about living here is a good time, fellowship, mostly happy times.
A lot of losing.
Growing up with mom and pop and them treating us like a son. David, Worth, and Irene coming to visit. The lonesome, cold winters. That stands out in my mind. Nothing to do.
I remember the vacations. The vacations were always up here working the hayfield. That usually meant about a week's worth of work. Just getting up at daylight and hitting the creek about dark. It was always a good time to look forward to riding the old sweaty horse and that type of thing.
Yes. Everybody coming in at Christmas, after 4th of July. Coming in and feeding in shifts because there was too many people to sit down at the table at one time.
Right.
Run 3 or 4 shifts. Feed everybody.
I remember there's always a bunch of animals. I guess that's what we missed when we lived in the city too. I was always sort of protective, I guess. I remember trying to save the cat out in the hayfield, and I decided to wade the creek and get him over on the other side. And I got in the middle and I fell in, and the cat eat me up. So Joe about busted his sides laughing at me.
Well, there's a lot of good times that I remember. I remember Mom and Pop as being like a father and mother to me. Thinking back at what they undertook by raising each other like they did, it'd be hard for someone to do now, just take 2 children in and raise them like they did with each other. And I'm thankful for it. And it's just the love that was in this family. I remember that then.
So those were the good old days.
And thank Jay for having everybody in and doing this, reminiscing. Just everybody coming back, getting together and enjoying ourselves.
Oh, you remember the old country store Pop run, I'm sure. I always wondered why he didn't keep soft drinks and ice cream, but I realize now that we would have eaten him out of the house.